Welcome to the EbonyLife Creative Academy experience. My name is Josephine Obudo. I'm a location, sound, and post-production sound mixer. I've been doing this since I was in uni, actually. So my professional experience, I would say, spans about 10 years. When I got the call to join, I was like, wow, this is interesting because I have taught before at universities and colleges. But this was different for me because you're actually upscaling filmmakers already. You're upscaling people who have interest in that particular field. Without spending so much time, I'll just take you briefly through some of my top tips, the things that I keep repeating every day that I meet people, or rather sound guys. I keep mentioning them every day. We have location sound and we have post-production sound. Just to point out, we don't do music production. I know sometimes we get applications from music producers. They want to know more about music arrangement and mixing and mastering music. We don't do music production. We have music as an element of post-production audio, but we don't do it. We also don't do live events or live sound where we have events set up and all that. We have our teaching assistant for sound is a live events mixer and a film mixer. So there's that merge of both worlds. So you can be pointed out into things that can make your mix better, but it's not what we teach. We don't go out to set up events and all that. It's just that at the end of the day, sound is tied together. It's just how you use the different techniques to do what you want. So in this case, film. So some tips that I have for location sound is number one, whatever equipment you have, whatever gear you have, it's what is best at that moment. So make it work for you. Don't be clogged up in, I want the best mixer, I want the best microphone. That is all good and nice, yeah? But if you don't have the finances for it, if you don't have access to it, you're not gonna have it then. So make your technique better by using whatever you have so that when you get to the position of buying a more advanced equipment, you're able to translate your information. So the two elements of location sound mainly is mixing and microphone technique. So we deal a lot about how to mix, a lot about how to use and place your microphones properly, and that is what the picture is actually illustrating. One of the students is mixing, the other one is doing boom operation, which is part of the location sound. Then check all your equipment. Always check your equipment, whether you own it, whether you're renting it, always check it before every shoot. Yeah, because something that works today might not work tomorrow. It could still be yours, but you need to check before every shoot that all your gear is in good condition. Then place your microphones in the right position with the right levels. I'll play just a short video, about 1 minute video to illustrate what I'm trying to say by placing the right microphone in the right position. Because again, people have this notion that, oh, I'll just put this mic here, I'll just press record and I will get good sound. It's a lie. It's not going to happen. So you need to know the techniques behind how am I operating this microphone? How am I operating this mixer to give me quality audio? Be aware of your environment as well. Go on recce's. A lot of producers will take crew on a recce and not carry along lighting or sound crew. And then you get on set and realize, oh, we don't have sockets. Oh, there's a highway next to our location. This location looks very nice, but the sound is terrible. Then you can't use the sound. It then ceases to be a location mixer's problem. It becomes a production problem. Because if you give them a good location to start with, they will give you good audio. So the two takeaways for me for location sound, or rather this is what has made me a better mixer every time I get on a job. I focus on two things: microphone placement and gain staging. Once you understand those two things and you master them, you automatically just become a pro. So you might be tied down to, I want to know how to use this, I want to know how to use this, but do you understand the reason why you're doing what you're doing? It's not just place a mic here, bring this boom here, bring this mixer here. No, master gain staging, master microphone placement, you will own location sound. Then post-production audio, yeah? So in post-production, now you've recorded on location, you've recorded dialogue. Dialogue is the main element of sound that we record on location. You might also get some production sound effects, that you record on set, or some ambience. Maybe you have traffic here, maybe you have a river or something like that. But what we mainly go on location to record as location sound mixers is dialogue. So once you get your dialogue, now you're going to fuse it with other elements. Yeah. So there are different types of elements. We have music, we have ambience, we have sound effects, we have Foley. All those things now need to come together. But as you bring those things together, remember, story is king. Before you make any creative decision of what you want to do with these things, you have to make sure you understand the story you want to tell and you understand the director's vision. Because putting those two things together, anyone can do it. Anyone can download those things. Anyone can record those things. But what exactly do you want to do with the elements that you have? Leads us to what DAW you use, or digital audio workstation. We have so many things. In the school, we teach about Pro Tools, because Pro Tools is the industry standard DAW. We don't use any other thing. So companies are now demanding for Pro Tools. Netflix is in Nigeria. It's all over Africa. Amazon is coming. Universal is coming. People are asking for Pro Tools. So that's what we use. But it's not just about, okay, I am on Pro Tools. Do you actually know what you want to do with it? Or do you just know the software? Those are two different things. You might know the software and not know the processes. Master the processes. Then before you do any post work, divide your work, come up with a calendar, plan your time. Start with the big elements, the things the audience will hear automatically. Dialogue, music, those ones they will hear without a doubt. Then work your way back into the smaller details, the ambience, the sound effects, the Foley. Now you've divided it from the bigger things to the smaller things. So even when you do client reviews, you know, oh, okay, here I'll just adjust this, I will add this. Because when you make post-production about fixing problems, you will not have time to be creative. So make post about enhancing the sound that you already have than fixing issues. Then we have two things we need to understand very well in audio post-production, or rather in sound for film in general. Elements of sound and dimensions of sound. You master how to use those two things. You master how to direct audience attention and emotions. Again, you become a pro. So that is the aim. So we want to make pros, and we're in the process of making pros. So I'll just play two videos shortly. So there is no dialogue in that scene. There's no exposition of this is what the guy was doing now, then he's doing this. But the music used with the sound effects and the Foley, you can hear his breathing, you can hear him moving up and down, already tells you this person is anxious. If you just place music on it, if you just leave it blank like that, you cannot get that emotion. So you need to be able to drive those kinds of emotion by using the elements. So guys who are interested in sound, you really need to understand what elements of sound and dimensions of sound is.
Is it winter? Is it spring? An echo going on and on. Am I alive? Am I a phantom? Am I falling apart? Dream on, dream on. Rivers of enchanted heavenly poison. Listening to the river song. Silence has been so long. Is it winter? Is it spring? An echo going on and on. Am I alive? Am I a phantom? Am I falling apart? Dream on, dream on. Rivers of enchanted heavenly poison.
So you already see from just placing the microphone properly, from having the correct levels, it's easier to listen to the second part of the poem as opposed to the first part. So those are some of the things we try and do or correct when we're doing location sound, not post-production. So now when you put these elements together and how you want to drive attention and what you need the audience to focus on, like when the watch goes tick 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 tick, you focus more on the watch, so you kind of drive audience attention. So basically that is what post-production is, that is what location sound is. And yes, thank you for having me.